In recent months, millions of blogs and websites lost 70% of their traffic, including our blog as well. We've lost over 90% of our traffic, and all of that is happening because of one single feature that Google rolled out. That feature is called AI Overview. You know, when you're looking for an answer on Google and the first thing you see is that AI bubble loading up, we all hate it, right? I mean, who doesn't? But what if I told you that there is a way for AI to recommend your business and place it within that same bubble we all hate? Well, there's a way to do it, and I'm going to show you how in this video. So how can you actually rank on AI Overview? There are 3 different strategies that you need to implement, and I will also show you how you can rank on ChatGPT and other AI platforms as well, so that you can fully leverage AI for your website and increase your traffic there. One of the strategies includes Semrush, a sponsor of today's video. And this is a tool we're using continuously to improve traffic on our sites, and you can check them out below in the first link in the description. Full disclosure, we are also affiliates for Semrush as well. Strategy number 1 is to follow traditional SEO advice and rank at least on the first page of Google. This gives you more chances of ranking in the AI Overview section. One thing to note here is to include an answer box with 40 to 60 words that directly address the user's query at the top of your blog posts. So this alone will already give you more chances of showing up in the AI Overview and Google recommending you. Strategy number 2 is probably one of the most underrated strategies, and that is to reverse engineer what is already ranking on AI Overview in the first place. So what you can do is you can simply look at current AI Overview sources, competitors for a given query. You can mirror tone, structure, clarity, but improve readability, authority, and request indexing once optimized to push these updates sooner and to rank on AI Overview. This alone will give you an idea of what is actually ranking on AI Overview and why it's ranking there. Now, one tip here is AI Overview focuses on freshly updated content, so make sure to update your content consistently. Before moving on strategy number 3, I just want to mention that if you want to stay until the end of the video, I will give you a full checklist that you can follow to rank on AI Overview. Now, this checklist is something we've used to rank our blog number 1 on AI Overview as well. Okay, now that we know how to rank on AI Overview, there is one big problem. How do you actually know if you're ranking on AI Overview? You can't just check Google like you used to because results shift constantly and the AI Overview isn't same for everyone. Honestly, I didn't even know this existed, but when I was using Semrush the other day, I saw a feature called AI SEO, which is one of their newer features that they have. So for the strategy number 3, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to leverage the AI SEO feature inside Semrush to completely dominate your AI search results, and not only on AI Overview, but on Google and other platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity. Now, let's jump right in on my computer here. So once you log into Semrush, what you need to do is you need to go to AI SEO section. From there, we're going to be going to visibility. So we're going to be checking how AI platforms describe, position, and talk about our brand. So this is the first thing we can do. You simply go here and you enter your domain and hit analyze. I already have my domain right here, so it's going to be pretty easy to go and just click here, okay? So from there, as you can see, I have a couple of things and very important things that I need to break down here. So the first one is market position. So here, as you can see, this is the following metrics. It details these market shifts and highlights immediate strategic priorities that you could be focusing on and that your blog could be focusing on. So these are some of the things that you can improve, such as you can see, target AI Overview queries, emulate Ahrefs, 43.3.9% SOV dominance, release three to five case studies plus templates. So here you can see all of these things you can improve. Second, you can see the share of voice by the platform, which is really useful. So this is your brand's visibility in AI generated answers to non-branded questions compared to your competitors. So as you can see this by, filters, Search GPT, ChatGPT, Perplexity, even Gemini, if these platforms are talking about your brand and your brand's visibility in those AI generated answers, which is really useful. Second of all, here you can see current market position and some sentiment analysis. We don't have a lot of data for that, so we're going to be skipping that, but you can see the overall sentiment, which means it visualizes the split between favorable and general AI mentions of your brand. So you can kind of see, indications whether your marketing resonates positively with your customers through these AI answers, right? And through these AI mentions of your brand. You can also see share of voice versus sentiment here, but this is like less important. What is really important here is to pay attention to these areas for improvement. Now, obviously, you can see some strength factors in your brand, but you can also see some areas for improvement, such as low brand awareness and identity confusion, uncertain existence, mixed references to similar fuel brands. So you can kind of fix that as well. Okay, so you have a couple of points here that you can fix. Not recognized as primary educator for beginners versus major academies such as HubSpot, and inconsistent branding, as you can see. So all of these things can be fixed, right? So if you go here, this is also something interesting, and these are called AI strategic opportunities. Now, AI strategic opportunities here, based on the LLM's output about your brand from the latest update, you can see what type of things or like tips that Semrush gives you can you implement on your blog. So as you can see here, it says you already own a differentiated angle, implementation, and SMB practicality. Use it as your moat. So it basically gives you what to focus on and what's already working for you, and also some urgent time frame right here, such as Fuel's AI performance gap is primarily an entity and asset problem, not only rankings. And here you can see some of the recommendations. Run a 90-day AI inclusion sprint, unify the entity, publish a template library, refactor 8 to 10 core pages to answer first format with schema, and deploy PR citation campaign to seed co-citations. So you can also implement that, what Semrush is suggesting right here. Okay, so we covered this brand performance and visibility. Let's go to perception right here. So in terms of perception, what that is you can simply see the competitive perception by platform. So it compares how AI platforms perceive you versus competitors through these AI platforms and AI searches. So you can see, for example, ChatGPT, you versus competitors. You can see Perplexity as well, and you can see Gemini as well. So this is different from our previous graph that we had in visibility. This just shows you how you compare and how AI platforms actually perceive you versus competitors, okay? So it's focusing on the positive sentiment share, as you can see right here, okay? Also, brand and marketing. So this is really, really important. Here it also gives you what to do in order to improve your sentiment and perception of your brand, okay? So as you can see, you have released 3 to 5 case studies plus templates, launch KPI ROI report quarterly, which will outflank HubSpot's data narrative advantage. So here it gives you pretty much what to focus on and what you're lacking, okay? Next up, we have overall sentiment. So again, this is just an overall sentiment. Again, visualize the split between favorable and general AI mentions of your brand. And then we also have some areas for improvement here. For example, we have, again, low brand awareness, identity confusion, which we already kind of broken down in our visibility section. So again, it will pretty much be very similar, if not the same. And then obviously here we have some things that we can fix, such as, for example, this one, which is urgent time frame. AI notes your KPI ROI mindset, yet competitors own the data conversation via large studies and benchmark posts that AI prefers to cite and summarize. So here you can launch a quarterly SMB digital benchmarks report using aggregated and de-identified client data on content velocity. So obviously, you know, some of these things you can implement right away. Some of these things you will need to build over some time, okay? So next up, we have obviously questions. So in this case, you can see the topic distribution. So it breaks down themes in user queries, for example, product features, brand comparisons. It just helps you see some of the trending topics that people care about within your brand, which is really awesome. And you can focus more on those topics as well. Again, here you're getting, again, recommendations, what you can focus on. Obviously, here is query intent distribution. So education is the first one for us, so we can focus more on education. We can also see here query topics by the intent. So we can see education, and then we can see the topics we can focus on right here, okay? Really, really useful stuff right here. We can see also for each type of intent, we can see what we can do. And again, you know, here we have AI strategic opportunities. Again, what we can do, which I just mentioned in the previous features. So what we can do, okay, we did the visibility. We also covered the perception. We also covered the questions. Now what I want to do is I wanted to show you prompt tracking. So prompt tracking is also useful because what you can do is you can go here to all targets and you can go here to your project, which is your domain. And here you can see more about your domain, some general things, overviews. We can see the summary of the research from Semrush. We can also see overview here, visibility, estimated traffic, stuff like that. So these are all really like simple things that you can improve. Obviously, you can also see the, you know, competitors discovery, stuff like that. But this is not that important for this video. What's important here is one of the things you can also do is go to site audit. And in the site audit, you can simply click on your domain, which is right here. And what you can do here is you can go to issues. This is really practical and useful because here you can see all of the issues that you have around AI search, okay? So as you can see here, we clicked AI search, we clicked all with issues, and here we have 70 pages that have only one incoming internal link. We have 13 links that have no anchor text, and here we also see why and how to fix it. So we can click and we can see how we can actually fix this problem. So the more problems you fix, the more things you implement from Semrush, the better your traffic will be and the better your rankings will be on your, you know, AI search and AI overview in the end. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the Semrush and for the strategy. Hopefully you can implement some of these things on your website as well. Now that you know everything about ranking on AI overview, here's a checklist that you can use to rank more efficiently on AI overview. So first, you already need to rank in the top 10 to 12 organic results for the query. Second, you need to answer the main question directly in the first 40 to 60 words, like a mini box answer. Third, you need to use clean structure like headings, bullet points, frequently asked questions. You need to show EAT signals, sources, topical authority, and your content needs to be freshly updated or newer content. Now, once you have all of these, you can try out Semrush AI SEO feature to validate if your content is actually ranking on AI. So after this video, you're pretty much ready to take over AI SEO for good. Finally, no more AI pushing your blogs down the drain. I mean, we all hate it. So if you want to see similar videos like this one, consider subscribing to our channel and comment below what is your favorite strategy from this particular video. See you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.